Hello friends, welcome to join me and enjoy the tutorial. I am building from scratch. The first place, I think we need to create some folder and call it assets. And inside these assets, we need to put this folder in of the images. We move it in there. And then again, we will create another folder for CSS and call it CSS. So outside this folder, let's create HTML file. Index.html and we open it right away. Now the title should be my portfolio. Then we can open this one here with live server. So inside the JavaScript, we also need to create some file for JavaScript. We can call it scripts.js. And then we are done with creating. So let's link the two files to our HTML. So we give the file path here of assets, then CSS and a style sheet. Then I can also link this one here by using the file attributes. So we have script. Let's take this one of the source. And also give the file path here of asset, then JS and script. Now we give the file so that the file loads after the whole HTML is loaded. So with this, we can start our tutorial by first of all creating a header tag, and inside this header, perhaps we can give here a class of header, and then inside the header, I would like to create a container that takes my logo. So the container is div. I can give it logo. So inside this, maybe using H2, I can say, let me span this and have GJ outside the span, ULILS. Okay. Now, that is it. So maybe before we continue on, let's first give some basics styling here for our CSS. First of all, I need to create some variables. Now, these variables should be used globally. Now, I will also to make some general set here. So, padding 0, box sizing for the box, and then I need to have a style for this type to none, then text decoration to none also. Now you can see all the spaces are removed. So outside this, we can declare our variables for colors. So include. So the first color we'll be using is the background color. So we can call it color with a decimal of 08, 1B, 29. That is dark blue color. Then the next color is second background maybe. background color with a decimal of 112E42, and then the third color is text color. I need this one to have a decimal of 18, then it's light gray, then a main color, and this main color has hash 00 ABF0. So we have that light gray here, and then I would like to apply some color to the background. Then this background will be applied to the body. So background color is going to be like a background. And there we go. So this, you don't see it well, maybe perhaps you can give something here of color to be our text color. So that is it for now. And then I am going to use the styling starting from mobile, then going to the large screens. So mobile first is the style I want to use here, but for now I need to get some simulators of mobile apps for us to see that looks real. I think I don't like that. Let me check for this one and see how it looks like. Yeah, great. I think this is nice for me. Or maybe it's a little smaller. Look for another small one. Let me try this on the same time. Great. So this one works better for me. So that is a nice device there. So we're going to have our design for the mobile or smartphone first, and then we scale it upwards as we continue with the project. Now also I need to give font family of sans serif. For now I'm offline. I will not use some good font families from Google Fonts. So for now this one I think can work. So we have that already. Now let's get back to our index.html, and under this we're already given this one, and I think we need to have this thing as an anchor. So this will connect now where we'll drag this one here around our div. So in case you are somewhere, you can be able to click onto this link and takes you back to the top of the page. So let me paste this one down here. There we go. Now this will be a pointer. When you come back here, yeah, you can see here meaning is everything is a link already, and here we are not linking nowhere. Then after this we need a nav tag. Inside this nav we need UL, and inside this UL we need LIs, and then perhaps A's. Now we can duplicate this one here to around 5. Now inside here we use the first one to be here to be home. Then secondly about, then skills, and then projects, and then contact. So we'll have some IDs that link them, hash, home, then hash, about, skills, finally contact. Now we're able to see everything up here clearly. That is great. I think we need to also increase the font size of this so we'll be able to see clearly what's going on here. So in the body, font size will be like 22. Yeah, and perhaps we can zoom a little. Yeah, I think this one is clearly seen. So after this, we need something to close, but the thing is good when you also provide some classes here. Now we can say link. Just let me say link. Now you can copy this all and paste it everywhere here. So here I need to give this one here a class also of then this become class of name. So inside this map items we need to have a closing button, so we can give it a class here of close. Now let me use this code for this class, for this close button, and then we also need somewhere here outside here some hover menu, so we can say hover. Now we can get this as an image, so assets, image. So we have our hamburger here, and we're done with HTML. Let's make some styling, starting with the header. So copying our class of header into our CSS. And here we handle this class. Perhaps we let's give some background color of the secondary thing. In the second to say good. So that is our header, and here we can say display flex. Then this will be width of 100%. Now we also, because it is a flex box, we can distribute this into 3 different columns by just 5 content space between. We have this one here nicely placed there, and remember this one, they're all together in the same container. That is why they look like that. And then we need to give some styling for this. Maybe before we do that, let's align them in the center of this by having align item to the center. Yeah. Now from here we can give some styling for this logo. So with that, we go to the logo and we check the class. I think the class is this one. But then inside this logo we have h2 element. So h2 will give font size maybe 1.3 m. Let's see how it looks like. I think that is smaller. This is smaller than 2.4. I think that's too much. Go for 1.8. Good. So the first to let us want to do some trick here to see that inside is empty and outside here is having some border kind of thing and with a different color. So the trick is simple. We can use this trick of WebKit. Text fill color. I think let's use stroke, not fill color instead. Let's use text stroke of this color. I think the best ones will be in the span because I'm not selecting the exact where it's supposed to be. Like, so let's look at the span item. This is this one here. So logo and then the span. And so we need to give that. I will move this one here. We have to add also the property of maybe 1 pixel. Yeah, and inside there we need the color to be transparent. There we go. So it's clearly seen here. Perfect. And the next thing here, we need to style to give styles for this. So let's get back and see where is the parent container for this. I think it's UL. Okay, the nav itself. So we get back here and copy this class to our CSS. So inside here, we can give the background color to see. That is it. I want to make this is some fix, and then we also make it left of 0, and also maybe width of 100%. We can say bottom 0, top also 0, to stress all over across the viewport height and we use a padding block, sorry, to push it a little bit down, and then we can center the text to the center. We need to spread them all over here by giving some spaces. So let's make this selection of the links here, and inside our style sheet, but before that, I think let's just select the other one here and its container. This is the nav items. Inside these nav items, you can say display flags, and then flag direction to column, then give some so we'll give gap and below gap. That is a little bit small, maybe 2.5, 3. Yeah, perfect. I think this one's looking fair. And then we need this close button to come here. So with this, we have to move back to our close, and we select this class close. We copy to our CSS. And then give a position to absolute. Meanwhile, the container contains it. This is the nav items should be having position of fixed and relative. In order for this to be within the container, so this position is relative. I'm able to see it around here. So for us to take it there, we need to use these properties of top. I want to give from top should be 1 round, and indeed is here, 1 round from the top, and then to the right also 1 round. Yeah, perfectly, it's there already. And the next thing I think is too small. We need to increase the size. So font size, since it was not an image, we can manipulate it in terms of size. So let's try 1.8, right? Yeah, good. Maybe we increase a little bit to 2. Cursor, pointer. So let's remove now this background and replace the background color. This is beige color, and that is it. So after here, the next thing is when we have all these links, we need the color to change. So we come out with our links. What we selected earlier on here. Let's use position of relative and our color. Okay, so be working good, but it appears a bit sudden, so we can give some transition to the parent element here. We'll say transition. Now I think we're going to use this transition a lot. I first need to create it up in the variable here. So here in this variable, we can say transition 4 seconds. That's enough. And down here we can apply the transition 27mm, and as I say, that transition we have defined from our variable up there. So let's give it a try. As we hover over, it becomes smoothly correct. So next, I need some underlining on cover. So that is the reason why I place here relative position. So we can get another one. Not link. I'm going to use after pseudo selector to have content of empty and then position absolute, and then the width will be 100%, and then height of is it 3? Okay, so 3 pixel. And then we'll give some color, background color of this. Yeah. And it has moved to the bottom, -2, so we go to left, 0. So it has moved to the right position here, that's great. And I think here we want to make sure that before we hover over, the things will disappear. Then after, we shall have here, hovering over this one, we have it also 100% of length. Now to achieve that, we need to use this position, this width here to be 0. Just 0. And it appears as it has disappeared, but it's still there. And then this element, when we hover over, that is enough. Hover. So I have a width of 100%. So let's give it a try. Good. Now again, it is suddenly appearing, so we need a transition again here. So transition. So we have this transition also applied. Now when you try, good. So everything is working perfectly. I'm happy about it. So next is going to be closing this after clicking, and I think we have to do that using JavaScript. So the next one, we can set this thing to 0 at pass, 100, so that everything is really hidden. Great. So the one on clicking this hamburger menu, it is all appear, but for now we don't have the pointer hand there, so let's come back and select the hamburger menu, the whole of this container, and then style it again. So down here we can have cursor as pointer. So the position there is perfectly pointing, correct. And the next one is to select this hamburger to our JavaScript file, and our JS file is inside here. This is this one here, script file, and open it earlier on here. So we can use once hamburger element using query selector, so document query selector, and select that class of hamburger and select directly from our base code here. Then the next thing to select also is our nav menu that we have just hidden it. We need it to come into display after clicking the hamburger menu. So here we will have cons nav menu. Now we also need the close button. So you can say close button document query selector, also close. Now what happens, we need to create two functions, one is for opening up and one is for closing. So we say, let me use other function for these buttons. So we can say open menu. So we create this menu button here. What do we do? We need to take this property to be animated, and that is this left from nav menu, because that's what we are interested in animating, this left property here. So we're using this CSS style to be displayed or hidden using JavaScript. So when we click, you can give some event listener to this hamburger button here by writing hamburger element and add event listener and listen for click. So we'll run this function close, open menu. Sorry, menu spelling is not all that nice. Open menu. And then, so what do we need? We needed this menu here itself, nav menu dot style, and the style we want to work with is the left. So we want to use string here to bring it to 0, because it was negative 100, so here it is 0. Now let's give it a trial by clicking to this element. Yeah, good. So you're able to see it coming up here to have the whole thing, but now we cannot close it. When we click this one here, it's not closing. Now we also need to do the same thing here. So let's create another function to close. So we can say close menu. Now under this one, we also have nav menu, the style, and left. We set it back to negative 100. So we have negative 100%. So let's give it a try again after triggering the click of the close button. close button, add event listener for click, and we run the function close main. Right here, we are ready to go. When I click this one, it comes back on board. Then when I click this one here, it disappears, but again it's also coming suddenly, so we need to give some in a style sheet here, some transition at this menu button here, so we can give our transition we define earlier on. This was transition. Now let's try again. When we close, it goes smoothly to the left. When we close again, smoothly back. And next, when we click on these buttons here, like maybe you want to go to the about section and click it, so we close the items here and take you to the web page in the section where we just selected here. Now with this, we need to select these links. So these links from our HTML, this one here having common class nav link. So we can select this class in our script file among our variables here. Then we can say nav maybe link equals to document. We'll select a all because there are many. And we are selecting from this class. Now, for them to work, we need to look through them. So, down here, perhaps between this function and those event listeners, maybe we can look here, say event listeners. And then here we can talk about functions. So yeah, we can talk about now when we are here, our main aim is on clicking any of these one here. We need to be able to run this function here of closing. So let's look through them and say nav links. For each link, we want to run some function. Now insert this link. Add event. Add event listener, and the listener we are listening for also another click. So we have to run the function closing. So we have close menu down here. Now on save, we can come back there. Web page, click here, come to any of this one, click, and indeed it's closing. We try about, it's closing, and any of them should be closing. I think we have implemented this one successfully. Now on mobile device, we don't have any problem. When we select any other device, like this small device here, it will work the same way. Like here, looking beautifully good. Maybe we go to iPad and see how it looks like. We have some iPads down here. And here we go. That needs some media query to make sure that this one looks also fine. We'll just look at it in the next video.